Okay, family, welcome to another episode of Heart and Hustle. Right now, we're on episode what?
Five.
Episode 5. So now, and today we have actually a guest in the podcast, and this person is super special to us. So many reasons. First of all, he's the first guest we ever bring in the podcast, and second thing, that the story behind her that you're about to learn is amazing. Let's dive into it. So let's welcome Miss Chanel in our podcast. How you doing today?
I'm fine. How are you?
We're doing great. First, I want to say thank you for coming in our podcast. But the real thing that I appreciate that today is the fact that you the first guest we bring in a podcast,
Woo, woo, woo.
and
Yes.
it's super
you.
cool. And you know the thing is, we've been having conversation on the phone, and for us to finally hear for this day is like me personally, I could not wait for that day to get here.
Oh, I'm so excited.
And it's
So-
like
Thank
we've been
you.
talking about this since what, episode 1
Correct.
of having you.
Really?
Be
In
the
the
first
podcast.
person
Oh,
in the
thank
podcast.
y'all so much. I
Yeah, of
appreciate
course.
y'all.
Of course. And you know the thing is the things that I see about you, I'm gonna give you a quick. When we used to have a shop over there on Church Streets, I used to always see your food truck driving around. Always. Remember we always see the Philly food truck like damn.
And every time I see it, you're like, yo, that's food truck is so pretty.
Yeah.
They just be going up and down.
Correct. Correct.
Yes, that's how I know. A lot of people know me too. From
Okay.
like off I-20, they'll call, they'll honk. Oh, are you taking, so I'm known for the pretty truck and the good food. Let me not forget that.
So you know, and since you in the food truck business, and me and my wife, we in the food truck business, and I felt like it was kind of like necessary to bring somebody who's actually in the same field like we do, as the first guest, so we can have a little conversation. Now, would you mind tell everybody who's watching where you from and how do you get to the food truck business?
Okay. Well, my name is Chanel White. I am 43 years old. I was born and raised in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Okay, food in the building.
So I moved to Georgia in 2015. I've been in Georgia for 9 years now. I decided to start Philly Creations back in 2018. I was at work one day and I just was like, I need to start a business before I turn 35.
Okay.
And I was actually trying to open up a daycare here in Georgia, but it was a little conflict. So I just was like, I'm going to move on to something else. I moved on to something else. And in my brain, I said, let me get this food truck up off the ground. Let me see what I need to do. I then started to do the footwork
Good.
of trying to open up a food truck.
Oh, interesting. So, since you was working a regular job, and you jumped to start the food truck, now, or you was already cooking already? What's inspired to even choose food truck? The food industry.
Well, what made me choose the food truck is because one, I know how to cook. Two, honestly, I thought it was kind of going to be like a little easy breezy.
Got you.
But it wasn't, but it was. So, and then I used to be a manager back in the day at Wendy's and fast food.
Got you.
So I kind of had the experience already.
Nice.
Even with management. So it was kind of like easy for me to go ahead and open up and to manage people because I already had the experience under my belt.
Okay. That's definitely interesting. So, when you start the whole food truck process, how was it started? Like, what was the process to start a food truck? For anybody who's listening, they probably want to know how do you get the fund? How do you get your license? And, can you break down a little bit on those things? What was the challenge that you get to those process?
Okay, well, to open up a food truck, the first thing that you really need to do is really find out, is this what you really want to do? Is the food business really for you?
Correct.
Because, baby, it gets real. So
It is get real.
the first thing I can really tell you guys is really find out if the food business is really for you. And I would really tell y'all to start. I wouldn't just get up and to go buy a food truck or trailer. If I had to start all over again, I would get me something small and a tent. I would do a tent first.
Got it.
If you don't have the funds to start it, then I think that you should start it at a tent first, because you then could stack your money. Food costs will be low. Your inventory, you don't really have to pay employees because we're now working on a tent. With building, I did everything, the marketing, the startup, everything. So the second thing that you need to do is do your footwork on what you're going to sell, how much it's going to cost you to start it up, and who is going to be your vendors.
Got it. Okay.
Then the third part is you need credit. We're going to really say forget the money. Honestly, in today's economy, everything is about credit.
Facts.
Regardless
100%.
if you have $100,000 in your account, if you don't have that credit,
Yeah.
you're not getting no food truck, no trailer, unless you're going to put it in someone else's name.
100%. And to add on top of what you said is, I don't know. Remember we was having a conversation, Joe's, and it's that sometimes us, what we do is we have the money in the bank. We use our money to start our business, and we could have used our credit to get more fund, to use that fund to start the business. So if you fail, we don't want to be failed, but if we do fail, so you could have used your money that's back you down. You can just let the business go, but you still got your money.
That is correct.
When the investment can go, but your money still.
Yes.
It stays in your pocket.
Yeah,
Stays in your
definitely.
pocket. Far as licensing, I really suggest that y'all really do y'all homework. Here in Georgia, you do need a prep kitchen to operate, to get your license for your mobile.
For sure.
So that is very important to also do before you go buy a truck and before you get it wrapped.
Good.
So would you say like the whole process of getting the licensing or the permit was pretty smooth for you, or was it a little bit rough? Because a lot of people that's trying to start a food truck or start selling plate pretty much tend to struggle with that process a lot.
So I did struggle in the beginning with it. They always said, well, when I call Prepperly, and I'm going to speak on them first. They said call and see if you could get into a church or something like that, because I was on the waiting list when my trailer family got to Georgia, when it was on its way to Georgia, because I had got it built out in Miami.
Got it.
But when it was on its way here, they was just trying to tell me little outs and ins to go to because they was so booked.
Oh, yeah.
So your first thing, you could really scratch everything I said, which is it is important. However, do your base of operation first. You need to secure that base of operation first
Okay,
before
there you
you
go.
really could do really anything. And then we could get into the steps of going to go ahead and doing your footwork for your business, funds and everything. But your base of operation, you need to do that first.
So now, when you say the base of operation, can you break down what is base of operation for anybody who's listening?
So base of operation is just basically where you will be storing your food. The health department could come at any given time. Of course, they're going to, well, once you get your first inspection, then you would know when the next time they're going to come back. But you have your 3-component sink, you have your mop, you have your licenses, you have people that's in the building that is here to help you. Your vendors like Gordon's, all those that could come to your base of operation.
Okay. Okay, that's pretty interesting. So basically, like you said, it's like if you don't have a base of operations, you can just sit right there looking at your truck and you can't even make no money with it.
You can't make no money if you don't have a base of operation.
Got it.
Unless
Unless you know somebody that knows somebody and you going to pray over your business. That's it. That's all. We just going to keep it a beat. If you pray over your business, you going to make it do what it do.
or you can always do private event as well, or like
Yes,
small
or catering.
caterings. Yeah.
Yes, or caterings.
So now you been operating your business for a minute, and like, how do you stay consistent with the food truck? being booked, how do you get to this booking place, and for anybody that probably want to start a business, I mean a food truck, they might want to know, okay, if I do have a food truck, how do I get
To find vendors?
find
To
vendors
find
and find
vendors.
a place to go sell and stuff
Okay,
like
well, back in 2018, 2019, it was very hard because I'm just now getting out into the street. So I had to basically put myself out there. The number one key is marketing. You have to market your business, even if you just post on social media maybe once or twice, but you have to be consistent. And I have noticed, and this is still self note to myself, that I really have to post.
Got it.
So back in 2020, that's when I had my ribbon cutting. March 7th, I had the ribbon cutting, and then pandemic hit March the 11th, I think, of 2020. So you have to put yourself out there. You have to stay consistent. You have to do the booking. You could call. Don't wait on people to call you. And
Got
that
it.
is one of the mistakes that I have learned as when I got into the business. I was waiting for people to call me because I didn't really know what to say to the businesses that I wanted to book. I know that I wanted to come there to feed you guys, but I just didn't know what to say.
yeah, how to approach them.
So after I got into a few gigs, I said, "Oh, it's on and popping." So, and I just used to write me a script on what I'm going to say to the client.
Got you. Okay, so let me ask you a question. How do you handle rejection? If you call places, you reach out to some places and you got rejected, how do you handle that?
Oh, I handle it up to this day. I just say, okay, like one day, a person called me and they asked me about my fees. I told them about my fees. They kind of said that I was too high. Okay, so if I'm too high, what is your budget?
Got it.
So let me tell you, let me ask you what's on your budget because I don't want to leave no money on the table.
Got
I'm
you.
not leaving no money on the table, so I need to know
What's your budget?
and me and you can
'Cause-
work together.
correct.
So once they tell me their budget, I say, okay, well, I could do XYZ for you, blah blah blah.
Definitely.
And here we go.
So that means for anybody who's listening, one of the most important thing is, even if somebody, it's if you tell them how much you charge, it's don't just let the money go. It's always a way to work with the person's budget instead of.
That is correct.
Got
Don't
it.
leave no money on the table.
Got it. That's super interesting. So for that little bit of time that you've been having your food truck, and did you consider a food truck business that have money? And if you were to say per year, how much you can tell anybody they can make on a food truck business?
I cannot tell y'all guys how much y'all could make because at the end of the day, y'all have to do the footwork yourself.
Got it.
So I can't say, okay, you're going to make 30 or 40, 50, $100,000 a year. I can't tell you that because everything is going to depend on you and it's going to depend on your crew
Got it.
of how y'all guys going to get outside and move your food.
Got you.
That's just it. Like, prime example, looking at one of my sheets, I did 30 bands in 1 month.
Got you.
I didn't even know that I did it.
Got it.
But it comes from the hustle. I'm not going to turn no money down, regardless in my mind or my bottom line. Okay, well, I lost maybe 2,000 to 3,000, but I know I'm gonna get it back. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes you have to give to take,
Got
and
it.
sometimes it weighs hand in hand.
Okay.
So every business got its up and down, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So running your truck, what would you say, or like if you feel comfortable telling us, like how would you describe your best day in the truck or your worst day?
Okay. My best day is when I sell out. I think that's everybody's best day. Last week I had 2 sell out day shifts.
Nice. Really nice.
Yes, thank you. And what was the second question?
What's been your worst?
My worst is when these apartments be booking and we don't get not even 1 penny.
Gotcha.
But once again, in my mind as a hustle girl, I'm gonna get out here and get this money. There's no money left on the table. So even though I didn't charge them a booking fee, I still came out. I
Got it.
still bought the stuff and we made no money.
Got it.
But once again, it's the business. So in my mind, I got to give or take it because
Got
we're
it.
not going to always make money when we go out.
Got it.
So
Definitely.
now moving forward, I changed it up a little bit. So
Got it. So it's crazy you say something right there. You say booking fee. So that means if somebody book you, because I want everybody to know that. So you can charge them a booking fee when they're trying to book your food
yeah, it's
truck.
up to you. I call it a service fee now.
Mm-hmm.
You could do a service fee. You could add the taxes. You could add whatever you
You
choose
choose
to
to add.
add to your service.
Just so your time is not wasted.
That is
Got it.
correct.
That's
Because we still have to pay the employees. We still have to get propane. We still have to get gas. We still have to drive. So, and let me get this clear too. No, the service fee, not for Philly Creations. I cannot speak for everybody else. It does not go towards your back bill.
got you. Okay, that's super interesting. So, is it one question that people always want to know, and it's people always wondering that how much you ever make in one day. What is the most you ever make in one day?
The most that I made in one day was 11.5.
11,000.
Yes.
Woohoo! Talk that talk.
And the
Talk
reason
that talk.
why, because it was a prepaid event.
That's
Okay.
beautiful.
And I charged for
That's really good.
each person.
So for a shift like that, how many people you have work with you to handle?
So I had for that shift, I had about 5 or 6 people for that shift.
Nice. Okay.
I had one person giving out drinks. I had another person that was giving out condiments. I had the other person at the window. I had a person on the grill, and then I had a person I think that was just restocking or just dealing with the trash or something like that.
Okay. Okay, that's super interested on the food truck note. And now, if you would give like an advice to anybody who wanna start a food truck, what would it be?
The first thing I should tell you guys if you want to start a food truck business is you need to get in contact with someone that is already in the food truck business. First and foremost, you need
Definitely.
to talk to different people. Just don't talk to one person. Talk to about 5 or 6 people. Then you need to go back to the drawing board. You need to get their opinions. You need to get their pros, their cons. Make sure your credit is up. If you decide to go into business with someone, you make sure their credit is good, and also make sure they are ready for the ride.
Got it. Got it. You have any questions?
Yes, I do have a question actually. What keeps you so motivated as a woman?
My children, and I always been a hustler. I always been a go getter. So I've been working since I was 15.
Damn. That's
That's
super
nice right
interesting.
there.
Yeah, 2 to 3 jobs. And then I got to support my kids. So if I don't do it, nobody else gonna do it.
And
Yeah.
plus, you're working for your own self, so
Yeah, but working for your own self sometimes it does have the pros and cons.
yes, it does.
But the good thing is you don't have to clock in, and you could tell your clients, "Well, I'm closed this day. Do you want to try for this day?" Or trying to compromise. So it does have some benefits.
Yeah.
It does have some benefits, and it's definitely not for the weak.
It is not
Yeah,
at
yeah,
all.
definitely.
It's not for the weak.
So before you came here, and first I want to say we appreciate you for even taking the time, taking the day to come here, and you did told me they was doing something special for you and the county and the city where we all live here in Douglasville, and soon you're done what you was doing and you come straight right here into the podcast. And would you mind telling people what you was doing? Because I want you to, and I would be honored for you to say what was happening today before the podcast, and people can know what happened to you today.
Okay, so just to sum it up, March 4th of 2023, my daughter was killed here in Douglasville at the Sweet 16 birthday party. Her name is Ajane, and Samuel was also, he's also deceased. I had went to the commissioner office here in Douglas County, and I let them know that I wanted to get a street name after my daughter. And they've been riding the whole time. And I got the call actually last week. Um, and I and I looked at your name on my schedule and I said, "Oh my God, I got a podcast this day. I cannot tell him I can't come because this has been already booked, right?" So I said,
We appreciate that.
"Oh, it's kind of late. I could pull this off." So anyway, so fast forward, I contacted the commissioner office to get the street signs done for the deceased children. They
Okay.
called me last week and told me that the signs was in and that we was going to basically cut today. So the signs are in Douglas County for Ajane
Yeah, congratulations
and
on that.
Samuel Moon and Ajane Hill.
Congratulations. And with,
Yes,
Nice.
thank
I'm
you.
definitely gonna go over there and take a
Yeah, take
picture
some pictures. How do you
next
feel
to
now
it.
that it's finally up?
I feel great. I feel great.
That's
It's
Yes.
bittersweet because I have to remember my daughter still as a vibrant, pretty girl that she was, but for me to see her on the street, on a tombstone, her name all around social media,
Yeah, and
it dampers me. Like it's just
and and I think too, it's kind of like I think that's something that need to be remembered, and this is one way it's gonna be remembered. It's gonna impact the community because I remember when the whole situation happened, is like is impact anybody. Now I have a question. It's like I wanna go back to this whole thing. Anybody who's listening to it, they're probably like a little bit confused and be like, okay, cool. How can you walk to us a little bit of what happened? What happened with the situation? How did your daughter get to the event where it was happening? What happened? What's going on exactly on that
okay.
situation?
So I'm gonna sum it all up. So on March 4th, 2023, about I'm gonna say about 9:45 p.m. It could have been a little earlier. I dropped Ajane off and her two friends. Me
Okay.
and Ajane worked the trailer that day. We was actually in Walmart parking lot on March the 4th. I dropped her off, her and her friends. She got out the car. She told me that she loved me. I said, "I love you too." She said, "Call me when you get home." I said, "Girl, go ahead and enjoy yourself. You at a party. I know where you are."
Got it.
She said, "Okay." I came around the cul-de-sac. I sat there. I watched her go in the house. Her and her three friends went in the house, waved to her. It takes me 22 minutes to get back because I'm deep in Douglasville. I get home. I turn my shower on because I'm still in uniform.
Got it.
I turn my shower on. I posted something on my stories on Instagram. And my phone was dead. So I went around my bed and I plugged my phone in. And as I'm hitting the send button to post on Instagram, my older daughter is calling me. She's in Philadelphia though. But the girl TT, which is Ajane's best friend, is also calling me. And I said, "Why is TT calling me? I just dropped them off." I said, "Oh my God, Ajane must have lost her phone."
Got it.
So something said, "Chanel, answer your daughter." So I answer. I said, "Yeah, Yanni." All I hear is all this screaming. She said, "Go to the scene. Ajane was shot." Shot? Cut the shower off, put my shoes back on, ran out the door. Got in the car, coming down Camilton, talking. I hear all the sirens. Everybody asking, "Where is mom?" I'm telling everybody I'm on my way there. I get to Target on Chapel Hill, and I'm asking the lady, "Hey, how is Ajane? How is AJ?"
So hold on. When you get on scene, so your daughter was already in the ambulance or
No, I
something,
didn't get to that. So I'm on my way to the scene now.
or you on the way?
I'm on my way.
Got
I'm
it.
on the
Got it.
phone
You
because
on
I'm
the
on the
phone? Okay,
phone
just want to make
talking
it clear.
to a lady that is helping my daughter at this time.
Got you. Got you.
Okay, I'm on TT phone though. I'm
Okay.
on her best friend
The
phone.
best friend
I'm
phone.
on her phone.
Okay.
Ajane phone. The lady was able to open Ajane's phones before everything shut down because she got an iPhone. So she put. I'm assuming she put the phone to Ajane's face.
Okay.
And it opened the phone. So when she opened the phone, she seen Big Sister probably or something because I'm under Mom Duke. So you know you're
Okay.
gonna get B before you get M.
Got you. Got you.
Okay, so that's how she was able to contact
Your
my
daughter.
daughter.
Okay.
Okay. So now I'm on Camilton at the Target. I'm still on the phone with the lady. So I had asked her. I'm at the light. I'm still crying. Everything. I don't even know that my daughter is deceased still. I'm just thinking that she just got shot because my oldest daughter just said go to the scene. She was shot.
Now, quick question: how did she find out that you said your oldest one where she was? She's in.
Philadelphia.
Philly,
So how she
remember
know?
the
Because the
lady
lady,
called her.
when the lady opened up Ajane
Got it.
phone,
Got it.
she
Okay.
she
Got it.
hit. She
Called Big
probably went
Sister.
into you know how the
The
iPhones got the
contacts
up
B A
here
B
And she
at
called
the
C.
the
top.
first one. Okay.
Yeah, so this probably was my oldest daughter, probably
Gotcha.
right
Okay.
here.
Understood.
Yeah.
Okay. Hmm.
So so
You at the light.
so I'm driving onto Camilton. So I had asked the lady. I said, "Hey, how was AJ? How was Ajane doing?" And she said, she got quiet and she was like, "Oh, Chanel, I'm sorry. Ajane didn't make it."
While you still driving? Oh my God.
I said she didn't make it. And I almost caused 3 accidents. I'm not going to lie because now I'm coming through the light. But she's still on the phone with me. She never hung up. But I'm honking the horn to people saying that I'm sorry. So I'm coming around. You know, Camilton is very like, I'm on two wheels. I almost really flipped my truck over 3 times because
Jesus
my
Christ.
foot is on, like, I need to get there. So I got to the scene. I jumped out. I done had left the car running, but I ran back to cut the car off. I jumped up on the cement. I ran through the caution, and I just ran all the way down, all the way down. You see all the kids, sheriff department telling everybody don't run, stand there, you're gonna get locked up. They was all behind people's houses getting kids because people. It was like over 100 and something kids out there that night. Um, and I got to the bottom, and I seen my daughter in the middle of the street.
Oh my God.
But she was covered. The lady was able to cover her, so I didn't like see no blood, no nothing. Like she was in a white sheet, but she was on the ground.
Huh. Damn. First
Fingers
is super heavy and is really deep. And when this whole thing happened, when I heard about it, I remember we was at the gym and we were talking about it, and as we was in the sauna, and all of us was super quiet, and it's like yo, all I can think of like yo, my thing is like yo, I say that to the veteran and Brendan. I say yo, my question is like, how can you deal with something that heavy like that? Like, how do you manage, to still be able to drive, to still be able to get to their locations and with tears and still be able to get there? And some people will crash out. How do you handle something that heavy like that?
Um, it comes down to mental, and my mental by Ajane passing, I always was strong minded, and my mental have always been good. But when Ajane passed, it just got stronger. Like I just don't let nobody interfere with me. So whatever I'm going through or whatever I need to accomplish, my mental is just too heavy. Like I don't let nobody interfere with it. And I know that I have to get up and go for it because there's no one else that's going to take care of my kids. There's no
Gotcha.
one else that's going to take care of my household. So I have to get out there, be strong minded, and don't stop. Now, was Philly Creations closed for a little while? Absolutely.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
I know that I had to reopen my business and get back out here on these streets.
Okay.
Speaking of your kids,
Sam.
how
Sam, you can't be sleep on set, man.
sorry.
You gotta look and make sure everything's good. You can't be sleep on
Speaking of
set.
your kids, how did they adjust to such a big loss?
They haven't adjusted yet. I don't think they have adjusted.
So yeah, like I was saying, we were speaking, off camera. Like I was telling you, it's for you to be able to process all those things and still stay strong and moving around the way you're moving. You built different. You a superhero, and if you never had somebody tell you that, and personally, and I'm telling you that. My thing is, I want to ask you is the situation that happened. Is your daughter was the target throughout the situation, or it was meant to happen in the wrong time?
She was in the wrong place at the wrong time. She was an innocent bystander.
Got it.
So basically, at the end of the day, Ajane is sorry to say it, but she's basically deceased over someone that's already deceased. So,
Oh wow.
okay. Basically, it was a gang, and the boy committed suicide. Okay.
That
His
was before or after?
So the boy committed suicide, I believe January of 2023 or December of 2022.
Okay.
Yeah, because she got killed in 2023. So I think the boy either killed himself, don't quote me, between November of 2022 and January of 2023. But he
Mm-hmm.
committed suicide, but he was in a gang. He killed himself. His friends thought that it was okay to go around breaking people's cars, steal their guns, go to people's schools, beat them up, take their sneakers off their feet, take their iPhones, everything. I seen this all during trial. It was presented to me in my
No
face.
way.
Okay. Y'all feel as though that it was okay for y'all to do all this because y'all, the gang members,
Uh huh.
didn't want no one speaking of the person name.
Mm.
So something happened on social media with some social media beef,
Mm-hmm.
and y'all went to the sweet 16 birthday party, and this is where it was.
So this just if I wanna, I mean, somebody probably tell you the whole thing what happened. So the party was going on, and those kids was in there. So that means those kids was inside or they was outside.
They was outside.
So those kids was outside. So those people who come and shoot at the do the shootout, that caused the whole situation. Do they was at the party or they come to the party?
They came to the party.
So they come after on the party or how?
So the party was an inside, right? But when
Hmm.
it got overly crowded,
They went outside.
they went outside. But the only reason why they went outside, to truth be told, because, quote, someone, the daughter, supposedly, this is what was on trial, which I
Uh-huh.
don't believe, to be honest. But anyway, said that she smelled weed. She went and told the dad. The dad told everybody that they had to get out.
Okay.
And that was like 10:39, like 10:35 p.m.
Okay. So when everybody was outside, so those kids supposed to be a gang member, they just come in and just do. They didn't have no problem with anybody and anything. They
So
like
their
go.
target was at the party.
Got it. Got it. So they was target somebody
Okay.
at the party.
So, okay, so it was total of 6 or 7 of them all together. Okay, that came together at the party. Okay, so the target didn't know that these boys was going to be there.
Got it.
Okay, the boys didn't even know what the target looked like. All y'all know it was social media. But one of the guys pointed out the target. Once they pointed the target out, the guys surrounded the target.
So throughout the whole thing, so I mean, I don't wish to anybody. So the target didn't get nothing. That didn't get hit throughout the whole thing.
You know, the only thing happened to him is he got hit with a gun. When they was in their circle, one of the guys pulled their guns out, hit him. The target started running. Once he started running, one of the gang members started shooting, and this is where we at today.
Wow.
Damn, that's super heavy. Yeah, that's definitely heavy, and it's one of the reason, one of the way that you look at, like, you drop your daughter to go have a great time, and for you to get a phone call, you're supposed to get a phone call. Your daughter say, "Hey man, I had a great time, man. Come pick me up, come home," and the phone call that you get is your daughter is done. Now, um, walk me through the process of how do you handle the time that after what happened to your daughter, that those guys was still out there and there was nothing was happening, and how long it took for them to get to pick them up and stuff like that.
Well, I'm gonna be honest, they was real sloppy.
They was like,
Because Nene passed on that Saturday. To be honest, I knew who killed my daughter Sunday. That's how
oh,
sloppy y'all did it. That's how sloppy the work that y'all did. The streets talked. The community was talking. I knew that they went to New Manchester. I didn't really have a picture of what they looked like, but I knew that they went to New Man. I knew that one of the boys was older. I knew that it was a set of twins that was involved. So I already kind of knew social media was talking. My phone was
Wow.
blowing.
Got
You
it.
see them saying, but I had to let the sheriff department
Do their
do
job.
their job.
Got
And
it.
when I mean they did their job, they did it thoroughly. So it happened on the 4th. The first pickup was March the 14th, right after I bear retired, because I bear retired March the 11th. The 14th, they was picked up, I think the 18th, and then April the 1st on their birthday.
And how old were these kids?
The oldest was 21, 19,
Wow.
I think 17.
Now, throughout the trial, did you get to see them eyes to eyes?
Yeah, I seen them niggas eyes to eyes, eyes
Now,
to eyes.
so when they see you, did you feel like they felt bad of what happened? Did they give you the
No, they didn't feel no sympathy. They didn't give two rat shits. They laughed in my
Wow.
face the whole time during
Wow.
trial.
They
Y'all,
wasn't sorry?
no, they wasn't sorry. You know if someone is sorry because you could kind of look. They didn't even shed a tear. They didn't even send a family member to give me a card on a low sorry, send their condolence or nothing. They was really up there laughing and talking to their attorney and
yeah?
everything.
I would say forgive them. The reason I'm saying that because maybe 20 years later, 30 years later, they will regret it. Right now, they're still young. They kind of like think it's normal what they did. They think it's okay. Do you get what I'm saying? Because keep that in mind. In the generation that we live right now, those kids got caught up with the social media, and they gotta act tough. They gotta wanna be tough. And if you ever watching those videos of those older people when they was going to jail, they showing you they was not acting like that. But 30 years later, they know their life is done. It's over. That's when they realize like, damn, I done, waste my whole time, my whole life. Right now, it's kind of like, how would I say, it's gonna be hard for them to really understand what they just did. You get what I'm saying?
I think that is true, but I don't think that's true. I understand what you're saying, but I just don't think it's true because at the end of the day, you still had your father that was teaching you the game and you was teaching your friends. So 1 + 1 is 2, and we know that also that this gang really started in Cobb County and y'all brought the bullshit to Douglas County. So no,
Oh, okay.
I really don't feel it. Not, I don't.
Got
Not
you, got
when
you.
the evidence was presented in my face and y'all out here on social media, y'all smoking, y'all got guns, y'all here at the liquor store, y'all driving car. I
Kids.
don't feel no. Maybe 5 to 10 years if I'm living in God willing, then I maybe forget, but I'm not in that forgiveness
No,
stage
no,
right
no, no,
now.
no. I mean, a hundred
It don't
percent,
really don't even really come across my brain
a
because
hundred
That's
percent.
fair.
maybe if during trial if they delivered it to me a little bit more respectfully, then maybe oh yeah, well no, I just don't.
Got you. Okay, so let me rephrase what I say. What I say is don't have first. You don't have to forgive anybody. You're gonna have this pain for the rest of your life. So, and that's something that this is scar you have. This is not gonna go away. The thing is, I'm speaking more like you never see you met somebody and he sounds so stupid. Correct me. You're like, man, I forgive you because you just don't. Because you sound so stupid, you don't even realize. Correct. This is where I'm going with it, but not like on a level. Listen, and the type of level of people make certain decisions, it come with consequences, and those kids, and I'm sure they know exactly what they attempt to do, and and they make it happen. So, and you stay with the pain. So they for parents and whatever and stuff like that, they ain't got nothing to do with. I mean, they're not having the pain that you have, which is definitely on a different type of level for you. Now, my question is, do you feel like you had a fair trial?
Yes.
Okay.
And you satisfied with it?
Excuse me. Yes.
Okay.
320 years.
Got it.
T clocked.
320 years.
Is
So,
that each of them?
Yes, for each boys.
Nice.
Now, I'm from the street. So what y'all think I wanted? Street justice, really, to be honest. However, the path that I'm on right now, I'm okay with it. I have, like I said, I have not accepted the fact that Ajane is going yet.
Yeah.
I'm in therapy, but I just haven't crossed over to that side yet. Um, so yeah, it's just
So now I see that you be posting online, and it's really every time you post those things, it hit me straight to my heart. And see her in a food truck with you and moving around. And now, how did you stay strong to know that your handwrite was your daughter, and now she's not here with you, but you still are here, and I'm doing things that most of the time she be the one that with you. How do you handle this?
I'm handling it now pretty well. In the beginning, I wasn't even honestly taking no gigs. Like I was just making excuses or saying that I was booked or something like that because I just could not get myself together because she was my right hand. We in these streets together. We cooking or she doing, whatever. So now moving up to this day, I know that I also have to live for her because I know she
Mm-hmm.
big nay, I'm big mama. So I know she's not gonna want me to be sad all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So now
Definitely.
I have to set in my mind what can I do to make sure that she is happy because I know if she was still here, I know what to do. You see what I'm saying? So that was one of the reasons why I got the sign made, for her. Her name is to live forever, just like the trailer. I got some plans on what I'm gonna do with the trailer in the
Mm-hmm.
next couple months.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, you did mention that some of your kids still process this whole thing, and which is, and they're still young, especially if they had a bright relationship with her, and to see this is that they will never see again. So I'm sure that that's kind of heavy on their head. Now, if you were to send a message out there to any mom, what would it be?
The
Sam.
message will be please, please keep up with your children. Do phone checks, do room checks. I know as a single mom, we can be on top of everything, and even as single dads, because we do have some out here, we
Mm-hmm.
just can't be on everything. But
Mm-hmm.
what I can say is, watch the company your children keep.
Got it.
That's it, and that's all. Because it's gonna start. It's gonna start with the friends.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of too, to the same question that he asked, right? Knowing that you are mentally so strong, right, when it comes to like your mental health and everything, how would you what would you say to any parents that took a loss and still don't know how to process it?
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
The first thing that I could tell y'all is really go get counseling. Go seek help because I was in and out of counseling, and
Mm-hmm.
I go when I want to go. But it got to the point is Chanel, you need to go. Even though that I have a handful of friends and people that I could call and talk to,
Mm-hmm.
first of all I picked the opposite sex, so I have a male. Two, he's African American.
Mm-hmm.
Three, I go in there, even if I get the rambling, he sit there, is no judge, is no judge zone. So I could go in there. It's been times I go in there and say, hey, I don't feel like talking about Ajane today. Like, let's talk about something else. I just don't feel like it. You see what I'm saying? He's like, well, what you want to talk about? Whatever we want to talk about, we don't want, but I just don't want to talk about it. So the first thing that I can say, if you are not in counseling, that's the first thing that you need to do. And even if you go on your time, you need to go because it's going to help. Secondly, you need to get out the house.
Got it.
Me, from the time that my feet hit the floor every day, y'all, I'm constantly running, 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 running. Everybody grieve different.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to get out the house because when you're in the house, your brain is on 1,000. Oh, I wish, or why didn't I, or
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
something.
definitely.
And then with that coming into play, now we're now what? Gaining weight. You see what I'm saying? So everybody grieve different, but you have to surround yourself
Mm-hmm.
with the people that's going to be able to help you cope through this.
100%. Yeah. So now, as for you and for anybody who's listening to you, what can they expect from you in the future? Is anything that you would like to share in?
Well, in the future, we have a book coming soon.
Ooh.
I am working on a documentary.
That's great. Beautiful.
Um, and of course, Philly Creations might be coming to one of y'all hometowns one day.
Nice. Beautiful.
So they
We
are my
definitely got to
three
bring you back for
goals.
the cooking show.
Yes,
They are
definitely.
one of my three goals that I want to do in the next actually 6 months. To
Mm-hmm.
really be
Congrats.
honest, yeah. So I'm gonna
Congratulations.
keep my foot on the gas, and keep moving out.
Okay, that's good. So now, if anybody will not will I mean would like to book you, with your food truck and stuff like that, how the process go? Would they call you? They
So if you're trying to book Philly Creations, you can follow us on Instagram at Philly Creations 2018. Facebook is Philly Creations mobile food truck, or you could send us an email at info@phillycreations.com or call us at 678-666-2091.
okay. So can you give us, since you're here, and a little bit about what type of food, what people can expect with your
For the creation.
here with Philly Creation?
Philly Creation. So as I said, I was born and raised in Philadelphia, so I do have them good Philly cheesesteaks.
I can't
Yes,
wait.
with them
I can't wait to
Emerosa
knock.
rolls.
Can't wait to knock one of them out.
Okay, I got you.
Can't wait to knock
With
one
the
out.
Emerosa rolls, I do hand cut my fries. I don't have bag fries.
Nice.
Nice, beautiful.
Since Ajane passed, because she loved my hamburgers, I hand make my burgers. So I
Nice,
patty them. We have a cheeseburger that's called Ajane's Cheeseburger or AJ.
beautiful. You
Um,
need to let us know where you were next time so we can come over there and
it,
and come enjoy this food
all
with you.
right, and then I also have I just added to the menu. It's called Nay Wings. Her wings is mild lemon pepper sprinkles with cheese fries, and you could choose from two type of her drinks, and there's no substitute.
Nice.
Nice.
With that, the proceeds of the AJ cheeseburger and the wings, it will go to her foundation, which is Ajane's Dream Foundation. So the proceeds will then go to her organization.
Okay.
That's so cool.
Um, I had a question I was gonna ask you, because since I don't wanna forget the question, because I know that I see people ask this question before and I wanna ask you the questions. So, park a food truck to one location or move around with the food truck.
Move around to a different location.
Like go to events with the food truck or find a location, you park it and leave it there. Which one?
Um, 9 out of 10, I will probably park in
In one
and
place?
want to have people. Yeah.
Would you say why?
The reason why is because with the festivals and stuff, it's just basically a 1 or 2 day hit.
Right.
If you park your truck and you build your clientele and start it from the bottom, that money that you just made or you had to kick out for a vending fee could be made for maybe that one day
God, it's more like you can have a consistent money coming in instead of
instead of
just
one.
have.
That is
You
correct.
know,
So I'd rather park.
it is different for people, to be honest, because we do the food truck as well. And when we first started, I know we more wanted to like have the food truck park in one place and build clientele from there.
Mm-hmm.
But to be honest with you, I feel like we should have moved with the food truck. Go place to place, go to different event instead of just being in one spot. Because
Okay.
just to me, my opinion, I feel like people know that you're a food truck. They're not expecting you to be there every day. That was the experience for me. That's why I respect what you say, especially if you does have the experience with moving the truck from time to time versus me that's like
She have the experience of parking in one
parking
location.
it in one location. And I see what road that kind of like put me in. That's why I'm glad you asked that question as
So
well.
sorry to cut you off. The thing she say one thing too, that she say that she said she can advertise and have a consistent client.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. So you really think that moving around is better than staying in one spot?
I
The,
mean, it
now,
all depends
now
on where
questions.
you're going
No,
to,
no,
you
no
know.
questions. Since we're talking about this question, um, did you ever park your truck in one location before, like park it like every day you park there?
No.
No. So yeah. So
The reason why though is because I never really have that clientele. Everybody, just different people, just be pulling me. So I
got
don't
you.
really have that one time. Now, right now, I am dealing with a customer where I go kind of like every 2 weeks. You
Got
see what
it.
I'm saying? So the clientele is built with them. So now I'm going to do kind of like a new menu so we won't
Okay.
get burnt out on the same food. So
Got
now,
you.
like tomorrow, I got to work tomorrow, and I'm going to be honest. So much was going on today, I forgot. So
Wow.
now I gotta be up and go, y'all know, to Restaurant Depot when they first open
To go
tomorrow
grab stuff.
morning.
Got you.
But so like tomorrow I'm doing I named it street tacos because I'm fully creation, so I could name and do whatever I want to do in my brain.
Got you.
So tomorrow I'm gonna do street tacos and I'm gonna do something else because I don't want them to have the same food because y'all been really eating the same food for the last month. You see what I'm saying? So
Got you.
now
Gotcha.
I'm about to switch it up. I may do a bowl tomorrow. Whatever I decide going down this road to go home, that's what I'm gonna get tomorrow.
Okay.
So that's why I'm saying like I never was really at a space where I just
Park it in one
yeah, but I
location.
think that if I had the choice I probably would just stay part because it's too much. You gotta buy the food, you gotta prep the food, I gotta drive it there, I gotta have the employees. It's too much.
And you the one that always drive your truck?
The big goat baby.
That's what I said.
I
As you
prep,
should.
I cook it, I press the button, I propane it, I do
Wow.
everything. The
This is
only thing I
it's
don't
amazing.
ring, only thing I don't do is really ring. But if they have a problem or if they don't know something, I'll hit a key or something. And I'm gonna really be honest. I know the register, but don't know the register is not for me.
Uh-huh.
But if you ask me about them cheesesteaks, them hand cut fries, how you pull the thing down, me. And cutting the bell peppers and onions.
That's
With a
beautiful.
knife, not the machine.
That's
As you
beautiful.
should.
Yes, I do with
Can't
hand.
wait to bring you here
To the
for the
cooking
cooking
show.
show.
Yes,
Yeah, we're
I'm
gonna have so much
excited.
She
fun.
got an egg sandwich she make that's really good,
Okay, I'm
and I'm gonna be
excited.
ready. I'm gonna find a way to eat
I
your
got
fillet
you.
before you came here
You don't got to.
for
I'm only a
that.
phone call away.
So before I do the outro, hey Sam,
Sam,
you
you
can't be
okay?
sleeping on set, man.
Sam
Can
is
you
ready
make
to
sure the
go.
camera's still rolling?
Sam, you ready to go, Andrew?
Yes.
It's still rolling. If you go work for this company, they're gonna fire you, man.
Sam, we almost done, Sam.
Sam say, "Fuck that, I'm asleep." Okay, so now, first I want to say thank you for coming, and
No problem. Thank you for
first
having me.
we honored to have you. We
Definitely.
appreciate you, and so the things that I say off camera to you, and I have to make sure I say it to you, that you special, and you gifted,
Thank you.
and
You're such a strong woman.
yeah,
Thank
you're credible, and you built different, and I want you to go home with what I'm saying to you, that when you walk on the streets, when you see another woman, just be sure to make sure they feel like they ain't cut like you.
All right.
And
Yeah.
it doesn't matter how much money they can have, what type of car they not cut like you, because the experience that you have for you to still stand out and do what you're doing right now, it's definitely a gift. Not everybody be able to do that,
Thank you.
and you still do it. And I think everybody gonna enjoy this episode, and I wanna say thank you so much for coming and
for having
share
me.
and share about your future journey and about your daughter, and all the stuff. And we appreciate you for coming. Our podcast is always open for you. If it was one thing, one last thing you would have shared that you feel like we didn't ask you, you can. The floor is for you. You can speak. You can say
No, I
anything.
enjoyed the whole podcast. The questions was good, So this podcast is, in moving forward, will always be real to me because I'm a real girl.
Definitely.
I don't sugarcoat it. If y'all ask a question, I got the answer. I'm gonna give it to you.
The only thing is Sam was sleeping the whole time.
It's okay, Sam.